Thanks very much. I'm David Mason. I'm the Managing Director of Dark Horse Resources. We are an exploration company, a junior in the scheme of things, but we have grand plans to become a medium-sized and large-sized company within the next 3 to 5 years. We have the people, we have the projects, we're working in the right jurisdictions, and it's my mandate as the Managing Director to ensure that I achieve those successes for the company. So at a glance, where are we? We're in Argentina, in South America. We have 2 streams. One is in lithium and one is in gold. We also have another asset in Australia. We have a 30% share in Lakes Oil. Lakes Oil is a publicly listed Australian company, and the market capitalisation of Lakes is a bit over $30 million. Our 30% is worth $10 million, and that's the current market capitalisation of Dark Horse. My intention as the MD is to get that to $100 million in a year or so, and to $500 million in 2 to 5 years. Who are we? We're a team of geoscientists, all of us with exceptional track records in taking smaller companies into larger companies. My chairman, Nick Mather, he's well known among the tracks in Sol Gold particularly, Ecuador, a large porphyry copper project. Jason Beckton, precious metals specialist. Neil Stewart just retired as a director of Dark Horse. He's had a stellar career, particularly in Argentina, where he saw both the Cerro Negro and the Oro Cobre projects. Cerro Negro is a gold project. It's mined by Goldcorp, Newmont in southern Argentina. Oro Cobre is a lithium brine project producing lithium carbonate in the northern part of Argentina. Argentina, from our perspective, is an excellent jurisdiction to be in. We don't see any sovereignty issues. Mining has been carried out in Indonesia successfully for some 15, 20 years. The major commodities are gold, lithium and copper, and we're in 2 of those major commodities. Our projects are from the north to the south of Argentina. We work in friendly, pro-mining provinces. There are a couple of provinces of Argentina that don't support mining. You stay away from those. The provinces own the mineral assets in Argentina, not dissimilar to Australia, and so you deal at a provincial or a state government level when you're exploring, defining a resource or mining in the country of Argentina. So if I could talk briefly about the 4 projects. 2 gold projects first. Las Peñas in the San Juan province. It's an epithermal gold project. We've been exploring this now for the last 12 months. Teck explored it for a porphyry copper system 8 to 10 years ago. They had some success. We saw that there was an incredible opportunity for epithermal veins surrounding that porphyry. We've been focusing our attention on that over the last year, and we now have some 4 kilometres of strike length and some wide veins and some incredibly high grades of gold and silver in this Las Peñas project. We have drill targets. I'm raising capital at the moment. We'll spend $500,000 commencing in late January to commence the drilling of this Las Peñas project. We expect to get to discovery in that phase of drilling, and you'll see a complete re-rating of Dark Horse in terms of its share price and market capitalisation when we achieve that discovery early next year. The other major gold project, which will be a bigger project for Dark Horse, is in the very southern part of Argentina in Patagonia. We're in excellent geology here in the Deseado Massif, and surrounding us you have Cerro Negro, Goldcorp Newmont mine and multi-million ounce resource. To the east of us, Cerro Vanguardia, Anglo Gold Ashanti, another large resource and mine Cerro Moro further to the east. Again, there are multi-million ounce gold and silver projects in this area. Kachi sits in the middle. It's the last of the known epithermal vein systems in this Deseado Massif that has never been drilled. We've got a drilling program planned also to commence January, February next year. We've got $500,000 allocated to that program, so we'll be drilling both our gold projects early next year, and we believe we'll have success in both those projects at that time. Our target for Kachi is in excess of 5 million ounces of gold. We expect it to be another Cerro Negro or Cerro Vanguardia. Similar geology, similar grades, similar sizes, and we're looking very much forward to getting that drilling underway. That's just a close-up of the Kachi program. It's a caldera focused volcanic system. It has a lot of similarities to the Cerro Moro system, which is 2.6 million ounces of gold. We've exhausted the surface geological and geophysical exploration that we can do. We've just finished some trenching. We've released some of those results this week, more to be released over the next week or two, and very much looking forward to drilling that in the next 2 months. We're also in the lithium business in Argentina. We have a history in our management team with Orocobre, the Australian-listed lithium carbonate producer in northern Argentina. Neil Stewart, one of my fellow directors, or who's just retired, was one of the founding members and directors of Orocobre, and our country manager, Marcelo Sanchez, came from the Orocobre team. He's a chemical engineer, and he oversaw the development of the lithium carbonate plant in Orocobre in northern Argentina. They're now producing in excess of 10,000 tonnes per annum of lithium carbonate and exporting that into northern Asia. We have the San Jorge lithium brine project. It's in the lithium triangle. It's in the vicinity of the Hombre Muerto salar, which was talked about in a previous talk. San Jorge has never been explored. It's a smaller salar than some of those bigger ones that are neighbours of ours, but we hold under tenure 100% of the salt lake, the salar, and the surrounding basin. So we have some 30-odd thousand hectares of exploration licenses of this salar and the surrounding basin. There's never been any exploration, no drilling done on this project. It's been overlooked, and we will commence that exploration probably around the middle of next year. We also have a lithium brine project, a lithium spodumene project. So we're both in the brine and the hard rock spodumene lithium in central Argentina. We have a large amount of leases in the San Luis province of Argentina. We have drill targets. We've been doing the surface exploration now for about 18 months. As soon as we get those drill permits granted from the provincial government, we hope to put some drill holes into one of the main projects there, the southern one, El Totoral. A lithium spodumene project needs lithium oxide grades greater than 1%. We've consistently got grades in El Totoral of around 2%. So all we need is some good volume. The drilling will prove that, and we expect to have a discovery of a lithium spodumene resource going through into 2020. We also have this very large stake in Lakes Oil, an Australian oil and gas producer. They are spudding a gas exploration well in South Australia later this month. The expectation is that will be a successful well, with Dark Horse holding 30% of the stock of Lakes Oil. With any tick up in the Lakes Oil share price, that has a piggyback effect on Dark Horse's share price. That is another trigger for moving Dark Horse along its journey. We have a capital raise open at the moment for another couple of weeks. I'm looking to raise about $700,000. We raised $1 million in September in a rights issue. I have a placement attached to that rights issue. It closes in early December. If any of you want to come along for the ride in Dark Horse, we will be creating exceptional wealth for the shareholders and for ourselves in Dark Horse over the next 6 months to 2 years, and I'd greatly appreciate to talk to you if you had that inclination. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation.